Right now, a new student apartment complex in Madison is bringing the city's housing crisis to light. Find out why and what's causing the high demand.
Plus, a new way to save on home energy improvements, how much money the state is offering homeowners and renters.
Good Friday morning and welcome to News 3 Now This Morning. I'm Kyrian Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, it's a big weekend in Madison. Got the All-City Swim Meet going on. Day 2 starts today.
Got that live view right behind us.
Look at that. That's the live picture there from Shorewood Pool.
So we'll have Michelle Renee Quinn out there with us in just a little bit.
Yeah, looking forward to that. With so much going on, everybody's focused on the weather. They want to know what it's going to be like. So let's check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito out on the patio this morning. Hey there, Savannah.
Hey guys, good morning. It's a little bit cooler than yesterday, but still humid out there and temperatures are still above average. We're eventually going to see a change though in our overall pattern as early as Monday. We're at 67 in Madison, so the heat and humidity definitely staying with us through this upcoming weekend. Really no 70s besides Sheboygan and then north of that area along the lake, but everyone else across southern Wisconsin waking up to the mid to even upper 60s. We'll rise into the upper 80s today and tomorrow if you're still debating which day out of the weekend to make plans. Saturday, although it will be a little bit warmer than Sunday, Sunday is going to be more humid and then a chance of showers and storms are going to return to the forecast. Right now, doesn't look to be anything severe on Sunday, but just know that it'll still be very humid, very sticky out there as well. Cooler though, like I mentioned, as early as Monday, but definitely by Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll start to finally see lower humidity levels, but also tracking some scattered off and on rain, possibly some storm chances as well during next week. We'll time all of that out, talk about which day looks to be like the best chance, and also when and how low our humidity levels will go. That's all coming up a little later, guys.
All right, talk to you then, Savannah. Thank you. A new 10-story student apartment building in Madison recently opened up, and it's nearly full already.
The new development highlights just how hard it is to find housing in the area. Our Ellie La Liberté looks into what's causing this shortage of available housing and what it means for Madisonians.
We have a housing crisis in downtown, so the more housing we get, the better.
Madison is growing faster than housing can keep up with, but some are trying.
I think the proof is in the pudding. The demand has just been, there's been a lot of pent-up demand, I think.
Chapter Madison student apartments have more than 500 beds in the new downtown building. 99.5% of them are filled before move-in.
I think it is delivering really much needed supply to Madison. I think there's definitely more that's needed and more to go.
Madison has a vacancy rate of 2%. To put that into perspective, a healthy national average is 5%. That means finding housing can be difficult.
It also gives more power to landlords to raise rents because there's a lot of people, again, competing for that sort of shortage of housing.
Matt Wachter is the executive director of the Community Development Authority. He says despite all the construction,
we haven't dug ourselves out of that hole of having the shortage.
Wachter says student housing, like the chapter, has its own set of needs.
In recent years, the UW added more students. So it's a demand shock to that market where all of a sudden there's, thousands more students going after that kind of same number of beds.
But it's not just students driving up demand.
We're one of the hottest cities in the country for Gen Z people moving into our city.
Younger people are coming here, and it's again a natural renter group. So you're bringing in people, and you're bringing in people who are very likely to be trying to rent an apartment.
Wachter does say as more student housing goes up, other rentals have the possibility of flipping towards the general public.
That was our Ellie La Liberté reporting. There are currently 31 residential projects downtown. 5 are in development, while 10 are under construction.
Now, the demand for housing is not expected to ease anytime soon. Taking a look at a new report here, or a report by the city of Madison that says if growth continues at its current rate, there could be 70,000 new people and 40,000 new households in the city by 2040. The city also says only about half of Madison households own their own homes, and around 90% of new households are renters. Madison's vacancy rate has been one of the lowest in the country for the last decade. It's currently at 2%, as you heard there in that report.
New this morning, an Illinois man is dead after a crash with a semi. The crash was reported just after 4 yesterday. It happened on State Highway 69. southbound near the New Glarus Brewing Company, as you can see here. Investigators learned the semi was waiting for traffic to pass before making a left turn. That's when a pickup truck rear-ended the semi. They also found the driver of the pickup was not wearing a seatbelt, though the airbags were deployed. Responders attempted life-saving measures, but the pickup driver died at the scene. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured.
A family in Sun Prairie is pushing for change as they continue to mourn the loss of 2 young boys. In January, 8-year-old Legend and 6-year-old Antoine drowned in a retention pond outside of their apartment building. The city installed a fence that you see here around the pond, but then 3 months later, it was taken down. The mother of the 2 boys says she watched it happen. She says she feels the city has already forgotten what happened just months earlier.
I know Legend was a hero, and Junior was just a good spirit. They both just had good spirits, and Legend loved school, and they both loved school, and they just had such, such a good future ahead of them, and it's just gone.
Sun Prairie officials say the fence was removed to make room for more permanent solutions to the safety hazard. More than 200 caution signs have been posted around the city since the loss of Legend and Antoine in January. By the way, the boys' mother is holding an event this Saturday at 1 o'clock to remember the boys and celebrate what would have been Legend's 9th birthday.
New this morning, you might be eligible to receive federal rebates for utility upgrades and other energy improvements. It's part of that state's new home energy rebates program. Wisconsin is partnering with the U.S. Department of Energy. The Biden administration says households will be able to save on energy efficiency improvements. Homeowners and renters would receive a free assessment from a licensed auditor to determine what needs to be upgraded and how much they could save.
The rebate amount depends on how much people make, as well as what upgrades they're doing. Rebates of up to $10,000 are available for those making less than 80% of their area's median income, or AMI. The maximum rebate goes down to $3,000 for higher incomes. Multifamily properties can also receive up to $10,000. The funding comes from nearly $150 million provided to the state through the Inflation Reduction Act, which was passed in 2022.
The Biden administration is continuing to crack down on airlines charging junk fees to customers, and its latest proposal focuses on family seating. The proposed rule would ban airlines from charging families fees to seat young children next to a guardian. The rule would also mandate refunds or free rebooking if family seating is not available. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg discussed the plan on CBS Mornings.
The idea is that this would be taken care of long before you get to the gate. This way, within 48 hours of booking, the airline would be required to assign you those seats together. And if they can't come up with that, if it's not available, then they have to offer you the option of getting your money back or being put onto a different flight without having to pay a fare difference where there are those seats together.
4 airlines, including American, Alaska, Frontier, and JetBlue, have already banned family seating fees.
This latest proposal comes after a setback in the administration's efforts to protect consumers. A federal appeals court had blocked a rule that would require airlines to disclose their fees up front along with airfare. A judge, though, sided with the airlines in this case, saying that the regulations may exceed the authority of the Department of Transportation. The department says its rules stop consumers from getting hit with surprise fees.
Staying in the air, United Airlines is continuing to make the move to sustainable fuel. The airline says it has purchased sustainable aviation fuel, also known as SAF, for use at its hub at Chicago's O'Hare International Airport. United says it's the first airline to do so. The goal is for the airline to reach net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. So far, United is supplying the sustainable jet fuel to airports in Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, London, and Amsterdam.
Back here in Wisconsin, the state fair is underway in West Allis this year, 11 days once again, and they're celebrating 173 years of the state fair. And it's a big year for the original cream puffs. They're celebrating a big milestone of 100 years in Wisconsin. The state fair going all out this year with different flavors of the Wisconsin delicacy to celebrate.
It began in 1924 as a way to promote the dairy industry in the state of Wisconsin. This year we are offering 4 different flavors. They're on various days, so you want to check our website, wistatefair.com. We're offering root beer, English toffee, raspberry cheesecake, and chocolate birthday cake.
All right, and hey, look at there. There's Governor Evers taking part in the cream puff celebrations, hoping to sell some of the delicious Wisconsin treats himself. The Wisconsin State Fair providing a lot of entertainment this weekend. Of course, there's all the agriculture-related events from right when the gates open each day. That's where the fabulous farm babe Pam Yankee will probably be hanging out. There's also the live music, of course, across 20 stages. Main stage tonight, American Idol winner Jordan Sparks and TLC. And then Saturday, tomorrow, Young Gravy and Nikki Yor are going to be the headliners. Then Sunday, the brothers Osborne and Sarah Evans will take to the main stage. Those performances each begin at 7:30 in the evening.
Okay, so celebrating 100 years of the cream puff, and they say they have root beer, English toffee, raspberry cheesecake, and chocolate birthday cake. Any of those stand out to you?
I'd try the birthday cake.
I think I would try the birthday cake as well. I don't know about the other ones. Maybe root beer.
Can't go wrong with the classic, though.
Yeah.
Can't
We
go.
got a chance to try those a couple weeks ago, and they were delicious. Or was that just last week?
That was last week, wasn't it?
I think
Gosh,
so.
time flies.
Like the time's getting away from me now.
You could have told me it was yesterday. I would have believed you.
Yes. Probably me too.
Coming up, hey, Savannah's checking in on your weekend forecast. How is it?
Guys, I think Saturday is going to be better. It'll still be hot and humid, but Sunday, there's some rain chances that are going to return. We'll time all of that out coming up.
And stick around, I'm live at Shorewood Pool where 13 teams will be making waves for day 2 of the All-City Swim.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
At Toyota's national sales event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown, Ford.
Right now, you can lease a sporty new 2024 Corolla for $219 a month, or lease a new 2025 Camry for $349 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Get select large thin crust pizzas for $8.99. Papa Murphy's. We make great pizza so you can make the pizza great.
Such a great deal.
$8.99. That is a great deal.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm going to get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's the Great Grill Out Sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Bacon wrapped sirloins just $2.99. Whole boneless pork loin just $1.98 a pound. Chicken breast just $2.48 a pound. Fresh ground chuck just $3.99 a pound. 8-ounce pork loin butterfly chops or America's chops, 3 for just $4. And our special recipe brats or patties, 8 for just $12, plus a 16-cent fuel saver. Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We are back here at 6:14 this morning. The Madison Parks District event of all events today marks day 2 of All City Swim.
That's right. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is live at Shorewood Pool with the story. Michelle Renee, good morning.
Chris, Kyrian, good morning. That's right. I'm live at Shorewood Pool where the 62nd annual All-City Swim is taking place. Here with me is one of the program chairs, Scott McKinney. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning. Great to be with you this morning.
It's great to have you, and you told me that your roots kind of started here. What can you tell us about Shorewood Pool?
So Shorewood Pool originated back in the 60s, late 60s. I originally grew up swimming here as a young 8 and under, swam through my teen years. Competed in this meet for many years, went away to college, came back, had kids, and now I'm back at it in the Shorewood All-City League again.
Yeah, you mentioned that this is one of the only pools with 10 lanes. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so most of the pools generally have 6 or 8 lanes. Whoever designed the pool back in the 60s had the foresight to develop a 50-meter, 25-yard pool with 10 lanes. So we run a super fast meet, but more importantly, we get a lot of kids that are able to compete in finals. So instead of 16 or 18 kids, we have 20 kids competing in final events.
Awesome. So about this pool, you said that previously, way back in the day, we swam in lakes for the All-City Swim?
We did. So in the early days of All-City Swim, there were 5 teams in the league. And now there are 13. But back when there were 5 teams, the first several All-City Swim meets were held in Lake Mendota. And they swam from a pier out 25 yards and back. It's come a long ways. Now we have 13 pools in the league, all of which are 25-yard, 25-meter pools. It's grown from 5 teams to a lot more, and a huge event that it's become today.
Awesome. What does it mean to you to be a part of this event, this pool, everything that goes into making this community have this finale of a swim season?
Yeah, so it's wonderful. So our tagline is courage, competition, community, united in 10 lanes. It's not only a way for these kids to have a wonderful athletic adventure throughout the course of the summer and really connect with friends, lifelong friends that they make, but we actually have a wonderful community partnership with Second Harvest, and that's a big part of this meet as well. We will raise about $78,000 for Second Harvest over the course of the summer. A lot of it happening during this meet, and so the kids find a way to actually do something for the community in addition to developing friends and wonderful athletic accomplishments.
Well, it sounds like a great program is also having a great cause. Thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Wonderful to be here.
All-City Swim Meet, this is day 2. Tomorrow is the final day and the championship. Live in Shorewood, Michelle Renee Quinn, News 3 Now.
All right, Michelle Renee, nothing like All-City Swim. Just a reminder that we're getting towards the end of summer. Still got some summer left, though. We'll talk with Michelle Renee here coming up one more time before the hour's up, too.
That's right, and I'm sure all eyes are on the forecast right now. Meteorologist Savannah Brito is here, and now with your first warn weather. What can they expect out there for All-City Swim?
Guys, it's a little humid out there, but we're not tracking any rain, which is some good news. Still above average temperatures. This is all set to change in the coming days, though. 67 is what we're waking up to in Madison, 69 in Verona, 68 in Wanakee. Temperatures will warm, though. It will be a warm afternoon. We're talking about the mid to even upper 80s, near 90 degrees, both today and tomorrow. As we head for Sunday, although it'll be a couple degrees cooler than Saturday, I think Saturday will overall be the better day to get outside because humidity levels are going to climb a little bit more Sunday afternoon compared to Saturday, only by a couple degrees, but we're tracking storm chances non-severe that are going to return for the afternoon. I think the better chance evening and overnight into Monday, watching Monday and Tuesday time frame, because we could see some stronger storms potentially as a front-end system will near the area across southern Wisconsin, at least thinking there'll be some stronger storms near southern Wisconsin. Not saying that's completely out of the question here locally, but by Tuesday and Wednesday, dew points definitely coming back down. Still feel much more comfortable out there finally. Temperatures, like I mentioned, mid to upper 80s under mostly sunny skies. Despite the thick clouds right now, we'll start to see those continue to move out of here. Winds are out of the north, and then they're actually going to transition back and return eventually the second half of the weekend back out of the south. Not going to warm us up between the 2 days, but that is going to cause an increase of moisture levels to rise. That also being why I think it'll be more humid out there on Sunday afternoon. I think eventually the jet stream pattern is going to change a little bit. That's going to separate the cooler air that we're going to see as early as Monday that will stick with us likely for the first full week of August, potentially even into that second full week. And then that warmer and more humid air is going to be pushed further south. So expect below average temperatures as early as Monday. By Tuesday and Wednesday, temperatures are even going to fall to 76. So well below average. 87's the forecast today and tomorrow, though, so you got a couple more days of the heat and humidity if you do like it before we start to see some cooler temperatures move in. But that's the thinking on the temperature trend for the next several days. Monday, beyond that, below average, guys.
Seems pretty comfy to me. Thank you,
Yes.
Savannah. Well, Olympics continue today, and we got a Badger to watch. Former Badger Zach Zemek is competing in the men's decathlon. Some disciplines have already happened this morning. There are still a few to come today and tomorrow. And then, of course, in the pool, current Badger Phoebe Bacon. She advanced to the 200-meter backstroke final, so she is going to swim for gold today around 1:39.
I would love to see our athletes doing great things, but still ahead, important news for anyone who's ever had the NFL Sunday ticket.
And coming up in our next half hour, the latest on a historic prisoner swap with Russia. Find out who's coming home, and we'll show you those emotional reunions.
Time now at 6:20 as we head to break. A look at gas prices this morning. We'll be right back.
First Warn Weather, keeping you ahead of the storms.
I would never forget the picture that I have. I'm the only one that's not smiling. Even though I'm with my close friends, I felt alone. I didn't feel pretty. I didn't feel confident. When I got Invisalign, I built my confidence. It was the best investment that I could do.
Whether someone is across the neighborhood, across the street, or across the room, you have the power to make them feel right at home. Ritz, a taste of welcome.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Mark, a little help here? Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast. Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2026. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America.
Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
Taking the time to savor Thomas's crunchy yet soft bagels.
Thanks, Tom.
It's Tom, actually. Right, Tom. Tom.
Tom.
You doing that on purpose?
Tam.
Tam. How have we got to Tam?
Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Joe Biden put Kamala Harris in charge of the border.
We have a secure border.
On Kamala's watch, illegal border crossings hit record highs. Criminal illegal aliens are murdering Americans. Cartels are poisoning kids. And illegals are receiving taxpayer benefits and putting more burdens on hardworking taxpayers.
We have a secure border.
Kamala Harris is dishonest and dangerous. Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Peter Gottlieb with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. In the August 13th primary election, voters will pick their preferred Democratic or Republican candidates for the United States Congress and the Wisconsin State Legislature. The winners will be on the ballot in the November 5th general election, which will include votes for president and state and federal offices. Learn more at vote411.org.
3 things to know. Part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
6:23 on your Friday morning, and we've been asking you to share your morning, of course. And this is another great shot from our friend Linda.
Baby Bambi.
Yeah, like she is always just like getting the best shots of nature, and I love it.
Great shot. Linda, thanks. Well, hey, there's a twist in the NFL Sunday ticket lawsuit. If you may have been following this, it looks like a lot of those NFL fans will not be getting a big payment from the league after all. A California judge threw out a jury verdict yesterday that would have forced the league to pay more than $4.7 billion in damages. Sunday Ticket forces fans to buy a package of games to watch their favorite out-of-market teams. So in his decision, the judge said the amount of damages awarded by the jury were based on speculation and not evidence. So there goes the settlement.
Really put a fumble in those plans.
No kidding. Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah,
No
for
pun
real.
intended, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, were so expensive. I mean, like a few $100 a year. You think about all the people who signed up for those and the money that they would have had to pay out, $4.7 billion, but no more.
But like, I feel like I wonder how many people were involved, because $4.7 billion split amongst,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
They probably would have got a decent payout.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying, but no more.
Nope.
A judge ruled against them.
We've all been working the morning shift for a long time. Are you guys do you guys watch Sunday, Monday, Thursday night football?
I'm not really a big, you know, football gal, but I try to keep up.
It's hard.
I try to keep up.
You'll see me really tired on Monday mornings when the Packers have a Sunday night game.
Okay, looking forward to see that then.
Take a look at this. 7 members of the Granny basketball team from lacrosse are headed to the national tournament in Kansas City. The Lacrosse Does, one of more than 20 teams Granny basketball is going to have compete this weekend. Players come from 10 different states, range in age from 50 to 92 years young. The tournament's also a charity fundraiser. It goes to Cross Lines Community Outreach. The tournament is this Saturday and Sunday.
This is so cool.
Yes, the fact that they range up into 92 is amazing in itself. So, I mean, like, look at them out there scrapping. Like, I feel like I need to do better. I need to do better, step my game up.
Motivation.
I think I'm about to get the jersey out the rafters. I'm about to come out of retirement for this one,
Let's see Kyrie on.
I mean, like, I didn't used to hoop back in the day. It might be a little rusty now.
Get the basketball shoes back out.
Exactly.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, Savannah's going to have an update on your weekend forecast when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Chevy lets you begin every day fully charged, so you can go farther. And so can your money. Tow with confidence. Plus, stay connected with available OnStar technology. For summer adventures, Chevy's got you. Get $5,750 total value on this Silverado LT when you trade in an eligible vehicle. That's 10% below MSRP. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
Dad, are you certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
Are you for imprint certain?
Certainty matters, like the certainty of 4imprint, your home for high-quality promotional gear, including exclusive items and brands they love. Printed perfectly and guaranteed to arrive on time. To wow your clients, nail your next event, or inspire your team, check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain. Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. If you've been injured in a motorcycle crash, call Gruber Law Offices today. Bikers are often blamed for causing the accident because the insurance companies simply don't want to pay. At Gruber Law Offices, we've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Trust us to fight for what you deserve. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Get an 11% rebate on everything. Quaker State full synthetic motor oil is engineered to give more power, more wear protection, and longer engine life. Get a 5-quart jug for $17.99 after rebate. Power your devices with Energizer Max batteries. They deliver consistent performance and last longer than basic alkaline batteries. 16 packs of AA and AAA batteries are $7.99 after 11% rebate at Menards. America's #1 home improvement retailer for customer satisfaction.
Save big money at Menards.
Breaking news overnight as 3 Americans return home in a prisoner swap with Russia. We'll show you the emotional reunions.
Plus, why GOP senators say they blocked a bill to expand the child tax credit.
Well, good Friday morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrian Lee. A busy Friday morning, but the weather's not looking too bad. So.
Yeah, the weather's not looking too bad. We're going to get to that in a moment. First, we have to start with the conclusion of that historic prisoner swap with Russia.
That's right. 3 U.S. citizens who were detained in the country are back on U.S. soil this morning. Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, and a Russian-American journalist Alsu Kurmashiva were freed in the largest U.S.-Russia prisoner swap in post-Soviet history. The president and vice president greeted them just before 11 o'clock our time last night. And video here shows the emotional reunion between the former prisoners and their loved ones. Gershkovich and Whelan were sentenced to 16 years in Russian prison for espionage. The White House denies those claims and accuses Russia of using the men as political pawns. Their release took years of negotiations behind the scenes.
This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day, and you can see it in the families, in their eyes, and in their cries.
And that's not the only news that came in late last night. While speaking with members of the press at Joint Base Andrews, President Biden spoke about the effort for a ceasefire in Israel as tensions in the region are rising.
We will get to that in just a bit, but for now, we're going to check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito. She has your certified most accurate forecast out on the patio. Hey there, how's it feeling outside?
Hey guys, good morning. It's more comfortable than yesterday as far as temperatures go. Those are about 5 to 10 degrees below what we saw yesterday morning. Most of us were still in the mid to upper 70s yesterday, but humidity levels still in place out there, so it's still muggy out there. 67 in Madison. We'll see temperatures warm into the mid to upper 80s, so it will still be a warm day today. That lasts through your entire weekend, so do humidity levels, but then they're finally going to start coming down Tuesday, Wednesday. That's actually when temperatures are going to be down to the mid 70s as well, so much more comfortable out there. Cooler, below average temperatures to return. Also tracking some storm chances, though. Right now, nothing points to any day that we could see severe weather, but maybe some stronger storms. We'll talk about the day to watch and also which weekend day will be better. That's all coming up a little later.
Now back to the national news from overnight. The president is weighing more U.S. defenses in the Middle East in preparation for a potential attack from Iran. Iran has vowed to seek revenge after accusing Israel of killing Hamas's top political leader this week. And just yesterday, Israel confirmed it killed a different Hamas leader, the head of the group's military, back in July. In addition to taking preventive steps abroad, the president is attempting other ways to stop an escalation.
We have the basis for a ceasefire. He should move on it, and they should move on it now.
Biden has conceded the recent assassination has not helped the chances of a ceasefire, and U.S. officials have said Iran's response could include an attack on American forces, and that could happen in the coming days.
Back in Wisconsin, a woman accused of poisoning her husband will receive her sentence today. 51-year-old Amanda Chapin, formerly of Monroe, was charged with first-degree attempted homicide. It stemmed from the poisoning of her husband, Gary Chapin, in 2022 that put him in a coma. Earlier this summer, Chapin then pleaded no contest and was found guilty of a lesser offense of recklessly endangering safety. She is scheduled to be in court at 1 o'clock this afternoon.
We have new information about the former sheriff's deputy in Illinois charged with murdering Sonia Massey, a woman who called 911 for help. The sheriff there says former deputy Sean Grayson had not only been trained, but retrained to avoid unwarranted lethal force. Body cam video shows Grayson shooting Massey in the face, killing her after an exchange about a pot of boiling water. It's prompted calls for police reform from activists who say Grayson never should have been allowed to serve as a deputy. Members of the community are now asking the sheriff to step down. When asked what his office could have done better, this is what the sheriff had to say.
I don't think there's much we could have done better. He did this. He's responsible. Nothing in his background would have indicated that he would commit such a violent act. He was certified by the state of Illinois 6 times, 6 different agencies to work here. All the information we had should have revealed that he should have known how to do his job. He had plenty of training. He had more than double the amount of training that most officers get. He simply failed to do what he was trained to do.
The sheriff shared those sentiments despite what we've learned since Massey's death about Grayson. The former deputy had multiple DUIs and was discharged from the Army for serious misconduct.
On Capitol Hill, Democrats are regrouping this morning after the Tax Relief for American Families and Workers Act failed to pass the Senate. The nearly $80 billion package passed the House overwhelmingly just in January, and then it stalled in the Senate. The act would have expanded the child tax credit, making it more accessible to lower-income families by making it more refundable. It also would have brought some tax breaks for businesses as well.
Speaking on why GOP senators voted against it, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell says those changes amounted to, quote, cash welfare instead of relief for working taxpayers. We have a statement from the White House this morning. It reads in part, quote, this is a vote against giving families with children a tax cut, against reducing child poverty, against lowering rents, against fiscal responsibility, and against bipartisanship. The president and the vice president will continue to fight for an expanded child tax credit and to expand the supply of homes with affordable rents at a time when the cost of living is too high for so many Americans. We've also heard from Senator Tammy Baldwin on the matter.
The folks that get harmed by this are hardworking families trying to afford to raise children and people who need affordable housing, and our small businesses that are trying to grow. All of those would be benefited if we can get Republicans to join us and pass what was a bipartisan bill to begin with.
Republicans say Democrats were using this bill for political purposes. The White House says if passed, it would have benefited more than 200,000 children in Wisconsin.
Meantime, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services will use more than $250 million to raise the pay for caregivers. The agency will make a list of the lowest prices managed care organizations have to pay providers for long care services. This will impact people caring for older adults and people with disabilities in the state. It makes Wisconsin one of 21 states that have a minimum fee schedule now for caregiving workforce.
It's not clear whether disabled people in Wisconsin will be able to vote from home this November. Republicans asked a Dane County judge not to enforce his ruling that allows disabled voters to cast their ballots electronically. He refused that call this week, saying putting the ruling on hold would harm public interest. It's now up to an appeals court to decide whether disabled voters can cast their ballots electronically before the general election.
As voting for the August primary is underway, there is one more forum that you can attend to hear from candidates for Dane County Executive. Melissa Agar, Dana Pellebon, Wes Sparks, and Regina Vittever are going to be at the Door Creek Church next Wednesday to answer your questions. It's at the Northgate Shopping Center on Sherman Avenue. The forum runs from 6 to 7:30. If you can't attend in person, you can watch on Facebook Live.
And we're looking ahead to the new school year, which is just a few weeks away now, and with it comes our annual back-to-school drive.
Yeah, we need your help out there, folks. You can help us make it another successful year for school kids by donating to our Stuff the Bus campaign, which kicks off on Monday. News 3 Now and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County are partnering up once again to collect those donations for school kids in the area. And this year we have Lamers Bus Lines, Midwest Financial Group, and Metcalf's Market as title sponsors. Back to School Drive, again, kicks off on Monday with our Stuff the Bus campaign. Volunteers are going to be accepting your donations from 6 in the morning until 6:30 in the evening. Just look for the big school bus right in front of the Metcalfs at the Hilldale Shopping Center. We're looking for much needed school supplies like backpacks, folders, notebooks, pens, and pencils. The Back to School Supply Drive will end on Friday, August 16th. And for Team USA.
Yes, it's one big team effort, so I know they were both Sunisa and Simone were very excited
to
for
see
one
them
another.
Afterwards.
Yes.
I think Sunisa gave Simone the goat necklace that she had been carrying since the last Olympics. Just to see that was a really cool moment.
Yes, really just bringing the country together.
Love it.
All right, let's check in now with Savannah. What's coming up?
Guys, it's still warm out there and humid, but when all that's set to change and when storms could return to the forecast across southern Wisconsin, that's all coming up.
Chris, Kyrion, Savannah, good morning. And yeah, I'm at All City Swim right now at the Shorewood Pool. We are seeing kids already making splashes. Stick around, we're gonna hear from a coach who grew up swimming here and now she's giving back.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we've got a long lineup of vehicles for summer fun, like Camry, RAV4, Highlander, BZ4X, Tundra, Corolla Hybrid, Tacoma, Sienna, Corolla Hatchback, Sequoia, Prius Prime, RAV4 Hybrid, Land Cruiser, GR Supra, Toyota Crown,
Right now, you can lease a sporty new 2024 Corolla for $219 a month, or lease a new 2025 Camry for $349 a month.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
We've all seen these ads by Senator Baldwin attacking me. She's lying to you. But that's what career politicians do when they get in trouble. The truth? I was born and live in Wisconsin. I've never run a nursing home, and of course I believe seniors should vote. The false attacks are going to keep coming because she has nothing to run on. Her record has failed us on inflation, the border, and crime. I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message for this reason. It's time for change.
How do you say welcome? With an entry door from Pella, of course. Say it with color, with class, with clarity, or with confidence. Choose from 3 materials and endless styles, plus every entry door is manufactured, installed, and warranted by Pella for years of comfort and durability. Right now, get 0% interest for up to 36 months with no money down and equal payments. Schedule your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Hi. Deprioritized. But it's a work call. Oh, a work call? Deprioritized.
T-Mobile home internet relies on cell phone towers, so when their network gets busy,
not the fridge. Come on.
you can be deprioritized.
It's too bad. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Forget T-Mobile cell phone internet. Get home internet that puts you first. Get Spectrum.
Like a lot of things, people come in all different sizes. That's why Slumberland invented the Any Size One Low Price Mattress Sale. Right now, for our anniversary, no matter what size mattress you want, twin, full, queen, or king, you pay just one low price. Get this memory foam for just $99. Any size, just $99. Want it thicker? Any size, just $169. Even thicker? Any size, just $199. Any size, one low price mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
I grew up in Arena, Wisconsin. I have lived and breathed weather here my entire life. The gold star in my life as of age 4 was to be a TV meteorologist in the community that I grew up in, which is southern Wisconsin. The most important part of my job is to make sure that our public, our community is safe, and also to educate the public on weather. We're the certified most accurate team in town for forecasting, so that forecast has to be ready when you walk in the door. Always first, always accurate.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back here at 6:43. New this morning. Today is day 2 of All City Swim.
And our Michelle Renee Quinn is live at Shorewood on this Friday morning where kids are already taking a dive. Good morning, Michelle Renee.
Good morning. Good morning, you guys. I'm so happy to be here. Right now, we are at the Shorewood Pool where the 62nd annual All City Swim is taking place. Here with me, I have a coach and former swimmer, Anna Wickheiser. Anna, good morning.
Good morning.
So, can you tell me a little bit about how you are a part of this program?
I have been a swimmer here for like 11 years. I'm captain this year, and I am also coaching the 8 and under swim group.
Awesome. And now we just saw some ferries fly by. Can you tell me a little bit about what you're wearing?
Yes, so the All City Swim meet is a big part. Our big part that we try to push is the fun aspect of it and making the sport a really fun environment. So the coaches have a little costume contest every year where we all dress up in creative outfits, costumes, and the kids know where to find us. And yeah, just a really fun part, makes it a little bit more fun.
Awesome. So what was yesterday's costume?
Yesterday's Shorewood was the Kentucky Derby.
And are we able to get a little sneak peek of what to expect for tomorrow?
I cannot say that.
Okay, Okay,
Can't
no
say it,
worries
it's a secret.
at all. So I want you to tell me a little bit about what being a coach means to you, and if obviously you grew up in this program, tell me a little bit about the impact this has on you.
Yeah, so being a coach for me is really just giving back to what I got out of this program. The coaches were always huge role models to me, and it was always so fun. I was never like the star swimmer on the A relay, but it just made it such a welcoming environment and so much fun. And I just want to give that to the other children here as well.
Yeah. Now, are there any lessons that you learned when you were swimming, like life lessons, that you are also trying to implement with these kids that you're coaching now?
Yeah, I think a big part is just being part of a team and knowing what that means, knowing to support everyone around you, cheer for people even from other teams, and just overall just like be a good teammate, be happy doing the sport.
Awesome. I just got a little splash. I don't know if you felt that.
Yep.
So thank you so much for joining us today. Is there
Thank
anything
you.
else that you want to tell us about the program?
This swim team is so much fun. It's so much more than the swimming. You know, people will swim year-round if they care for the swimming. People join this summer swim league to have more fun with it and just to spend time with their friends every morning.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Today is day 2, so tomorrow will be the last day of All City Swim and the championship. This is Michelle Renee Quinn, live in Shorewood. News 3 Now.
Michelle Renee, I hope you're having a lot of fun out there, and try to stay dry.
Grab a towel.
I will.
All right, 646. Savannah Rito, the weather is going to be cooperating for an event like this today, huh?
Yes, it is. We just have some patchy fog this morning, thicker clouds, but as we head for the afternoon and evening, we'll see temperatures warm and some sunshine return to the skies. 3 miles is what we're down to. Foggy conditions affecting Juneau the most. We're down to 9 in Madison, just down a mile here at Wisconsin Dells at 7, same with Black River Falls. So there's some patchy, lighter fog, just something to be aware of before you head out early this morning. 67 in Madison, so temperatures are still almost 10 degrees warmer than what we usually see, or our average nighttime temperature, but still cooler than what we had yesterday morning when everyone was still in the 70s, mid-70s actually. Only 70s out there to our northeast. Sheboygan sitting at 70 degrees. Also, dew points are still above 60 everywhere. Most of us mid to upper 60s. This will stick with us through the weekend, so it will be hot and humid. But then as we head into Sunday, rain and storm chances return. Cooler temperatures, but actually higher dew points and humidity levels with that moisture. And then our winds back out of the south. So if you're still debating which day to make plans, Saturday looks better, but it will be a little hotter. We are going to be in the upper 80s today and tomorrow, mid to upper 80s today and tomorrow, and then most areas fall to 80, mid 80s on Sunday. We're going to see temperatures cool down into the upper 60s, so tomorrow will be a similar start as far as temperatures go. Stays humid, but will be mostly clear overnight into early Saturday. But again, more clouds start to build up as we head for Sunday, with better chance for rain returning. I think for the most part that will be the afternoon. Best chance holding off until the evening and overnight hours into Monday. Right now, no signs of severe weather. We're watching that Monday, Tuesday time frame before we dry out again midweek. Thinking we might see a chance of rain return by Thursday, but that's also when cooler temperatures are going to move in. So we see a switch in our jet stream pattern that's actually going to cause below average temperatures for our neck of the woods. The heat and humidity stays south of our area, but you can expect below average temperatures by Monday. But it will be a hot weekend out there. 87 today and tomorrow, 85 Sunday. We're down to 79 Monday, still not as cool as what we're tracking Tuesday and Wednesday, 76.
Comfy.
Yeah, definitely comfortable out there.
All right. Thanks, Savannah. To some consumer news now. Hyundai is recalling nearly 50,000 vehicles for airbag issues. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says the recall affects certain 2024 models of the Hyundai Santa Fe and the hybrid. The problem is that the main 4 wiring harness could deploy the airbags unintentionally. It could also cause the airbags to fail to deploy in an accident. So if your car is affected, the manufacturer will notify you sometime in September.
And Babies R Us is coming back to Wisconsin. When Toys R Us went under, Babies R Us went with it. But Kohl's says it's adding the brand shops to 200 of its stores. That includes 2 in southern Wisconsin, one on Milton Avenue in Janesville, the other on Town Way in Madison. The location should be open at some point this month.
There are new rules for people who are traveling with dogs in an attempt to prevent the spread of rabies. The CDC says all dogs have to enter the U.S. with a healthy appearance. They should also be at least 6 months old and microchipped. Owners should have a receipt, too, that shows that they submitted a dog import form on the CDC's website. More information on the rules is available on the agency's website.
And coming up in the morning sprint, how the city of Madison is promoting election transparency ahead of this month's primaries.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know. Send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Drive into summer with a new Honda Accord Hybrid, CR-V Hybrid, or the all-new Civic Hybrid. Take a vacation, staycation, or just a weekend drive with the windows down. Whatever you do, make it epic with Honda. The 2024 Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Overall EV and Hybrid Brand. So act now. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or hurry into the Honda Summer Event.
Hanson's knows that your home is a place of comfort and protection. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are guaranteed. With 35 years experience and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert. Get 50% off installation or enjoy no interest, no payments for 1 year.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
I'm so happy I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sono Bello permanent fat removal and get summer body ready in just 1 visit.
I saw the results immediately. It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all, and my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me. I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
You'll soon vote on 2 misleading constitutional amendments. They're designed to trick voters into eliminating checks and balances in our government. It's a power grab to give the MAGA politicians in the legislature the sole power to distribute emergency funding. They gerrymander, deny elections, and push abortion bans. Don't give MAGA politicians the sole power. Vote no to questions 1 and 2.
A1 Furniture and Mattress is closing their giant showroom, and that means the best prices ever. Everything must go. Over $1 million in inventory must be sold. Name brands at huge discounts for every room. Store closing sale on now at A1 Furniture and Mattress.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5, weekdays moving forward.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
3 Americans who were imprisoned in Russia are back in the U.S. this morning. They landed late last night. Of the 3, Evan Gershkovich, a Wall Street Journal reporter, Moscow, convicted of espionage, and Paul Whelan, a former Marine, also convicted of espionage. It marks the largest prisoner swap between the U.S. and Russia since the Soviet era.
President Biden urging Israel this morning to accept a ceasefire that he says is on the table. It comes as the U.S. prepares for an anticipated attack on Israel from Iran. This week, Iran accused Israel of assassinating Hamas's top political leader. Israel hasn't commented on that, but did confirm that it killed a Hamas military leader last month. U.S. officials say Iran's retaliatory attack could occur in the coming days.
An Illinois man is dead after a crash with a semi. It happened on State Highway 69 near the New Glarus Brewing Company. The crash was reported just after 4 yesterday. A pickup truck rear-ended a semi waiting to turn left. The driver of the pickup was not wearing a seatbelt and died at the scene. The semi driver is not injured.
51-year-old Amanda Chapin will receive a sentence today. Chapin, formerly of Monroe, was charged with attempted homicide originally, accused of poisoning her husband, Gary Chapin, in 2022. That sent him into a coma. Then this summer, Chapin pleaded no contest. The charge was reduced. She'll have a sentencing hearing this afternoon at 1 o'clock.
The U.S. is disputing Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro's claim that he is the winner of the country's latest presidential election. American officials say it's clear Edmundo Gonzalez, Maduro's opposition, won the popular vote last week. This makes the U.S. one of several countries in the Americas calling for Venezuela's Electoral Council to release its full vote tallies.
Tomorrow, you can attend the City of Madison's public test of its election equipment. Before each election, the clerk's office conducts thorough testing of the equipment and invites the public to watch to verify the votes that are going to be counted accurately. The test will happen at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's at 2713 East Washington Avenue.
The Justice Department says it will pay white-collar workers who report a crime happening at their job. The agency says it will pay whistleblowers who report financial and corporate misconduct, but the tip has to lead to a successful prosecution. The payment will be a portion of whatever assets the company forfeits.
Some Wisconsinites could receive federal rebates for utility upgrades and other energy improvements. It's part of the new Home Energy Rebates program the state's participating in. The program is in partnership with the U.S. Department of Energy. The Biden administration says the initiative will help households save on energy efficiency improvements.
If you like the heat and humidity, we're still going to be dealing with that at least through the weekend, but we see a cool down or a cooler pattern that's going to affect southern Wisconsin as early as Monday. We'll be down to 79 after a hot and humid weekend today, tomorrow 87, 85 Sunday. Cooler though, Tuesday and Wednesday will be down to 76. And the big thing to note, much lower humidity levels. So looking forward to that.
Me too.
All right, so make sure you're prepared if you are headed out the door tomorrow. Just stay hydrated, stay cool.
Yeah, lots of water.
Yes.
Thanks for watching. Another news and weather update in 30 minutes.